Have you ever stood outside an exam hall and felt your knees go weak, your breath shallow, and that small voice whispering, "You're not ready, you'll fail"? I've been there. Today I want to tell you a story about one exam, the one that tried to break me, and how I learned the truth about fear, focus, and who I really was. I was a teenager, waiting in a hallway where laughter and last-minute whispers mixed with the heavy thud of my heart. Everyone else seemed calm. I felt like an imposter in my own skin. I hadn't slept. My mind replayed every mistake I'd ever made. The paper felt less like a test of math or history and more like a verdict being handed down on my worth. When the bell rang, I walked in. The room smelled like ink and anxiety. I opened the paper and the first question looked like a wall. For a moment, I froze. Thoughts rushed in. What if I blank out? What if I disappoint everyone? Those thoughts threatened to take away every ounce of courage I had left. Then I did something simple and powerful. I stopped the story in my head. I took a breath deep enough to reach my bones and said out loud, "If I don't stand for myself now, who will?" That wasn't bravado. It was a decision not to be perfect, not to guarantee success, but to refuse to be driven by fear. I started with what I knew. One problem became two. I felt the momentum build. With every answer I wrote, my hands steadied, my mind cleared. My fear didn't vanish. Fear rarely disappears, but it became background noise. The real change was belief. Belief that I could take one step, then another, and that consistency beats panic every time. Here's the lesson. Exams in the hard moments in life don't measure how smart you are. They measure how strong you are in the face of pressure. They reveal whether you will get up and act despite the tremor inside. They ask, will you fight or will you freeze? After that day, I failed some tests and passed others, but something inside me had shifted. I discovered that the result on a paper is temporary. The state of your character is permanent. The courage you summon when your hands shake is the courage that builds a life. You don't prepare for the test by memorizing every fact. You prepare by training your mind to choose courage over chaos every single time. So when your next exam arrives, whether it's a classroom, a job interview, a relationship, or a risk you've been too afraid to take, do this. Breathe. Slow your story and ask, what is the smallest action I can take right now? Take that step, then the next. Keep moving. Remember, your result does not define you. Your response does. Your resilience is your true score. If this touched you, if you felt that small spark, don't let it die. Subscribe now because we're building a life of courage together. Every week, I'll give you another story, another tool, another push to rise. Subscribe, and let's take the next step together.